welcome to the channel, and this is part 2 of this two-part security video. The reason why I wanted to do a video about security devices and products, etc., is because there's a little story behind this. Just before I went to Cambridge to see my daughter in the caravan and spend the weekend with her, I noticed that there was marks on the door frame of the caravan, which I don't remember seeing the previous time, or the previous time that I'd been to the caravan while it was in storage. So I was a little bit suspicious then. And on the lock, as you'll see by the pictures, on the lock, it's as though someone had been trying to force it, or it had been forced, and it's left cracks and marks on the lock. So that's probably something that I'm going to have to replace at some point. It was when I got inside the caravan, I just got this sinking feeling that something wasn't right. So we normally have the steps right by the door. So when you open the caravan door, your steps are right there, like probably everybody does. So I lifted I went to lift the steps, and I thought, what up? And they were pushed round the side, round where our fridge is to the right, and our awning had been pulled from the front of the caravan to over there where the steps were. And when you get that feeling that something wasn't right, so I get straight on the phone and say to Claire, what's going on? Why did you leave the caravan like this? Because she'd been to the caravan a few days before to bring a few bits and bobs, like we freshen up the towels and wash the towels and the usual stuff. We wash the bedding and then bring it back, and just general. And I thought, Claire wouldn't have left it like this. So I got on the phone to her and said, did you leave the caravan like this? And obviously she said, how dare you? No, I didn't leave it like that. So cutting the story short, when I got in the van, just when I looked down here, that the frame had been forced off where it was attached to the caravan. So on further investigation, the only thing that was missing, which I've now had to replace, was the sensor itself. So there's two scenarios here. Me being the way I am, I've sat and tried to work out, why the hell would you just break into a caravan just to steal the sensor? So there's two possibilities that Claire and I we've debated this, because we felt violated. Claire's really upset about it. So when you hear the full story, you'll understand why I've done these vlogs, because it's been quite upsetting that we feel like we've been violated, that someone's been in our caravan. And we were really only 100% alerted to it when the storage phoned Claire and said, we think your caravan's been broken into. And she said, funny enough, Ian thought that. He said, because another person on the storage site has had their caravan broken in with similar markings on the door frame. So whatever they've used, it's been two like screwdrivers maybe, and it's prized the door open. But the strange thing is, they'd closed the door behind them, slammed it shut again, because it was locked when we came to the caravan. So the two scenarios we've thought is, someone on the storage has just wanted a sensor and didn't want to pay for it, so has looked around and gone, he'll have a sergeant's alarm, I'll go and steal his. Or the other more worrying scenario, which someone said on Twitter, which made me worry even more, where's someone prepping the caravan to steal it, i.e. disabling the alarm, and we're going to come back that night to steal it, or whether it's disturbed in the process of disabling the alarm and we're about to take all the locks off. It's worrying. So Claire's quite upset about it. So I've literally stripped the caravan of everything of value. I bought some stickers for the windows saying there's nothing in this caravan worth stealing, basically. And I've purchased not one, but two of these Fiamma, as you may have seen in the previous video. So what I want to do now is get these unboxed, and I'll show you how to fit them. Quite straightforward to fit. And the reason why I bought two is because our door is like a barn door, where it's got the top opens and the bottom opens, and then you lock them together. And I thought, well, if I only buy one, they'll just prise the top door open and climb in, or whatever, or they'll just, you know what I mean. So I've decided to buy two of these. I'm not saying these were going to stop people getting into your caravan again, but they're certainly going to hinder them, and they're going to cause, you know, it's going to cause them a bit of effort. They're going to have to put a bit of effort in to get them off. So, like I say, it's just a bit of extra security, and the main reason why I bought them, even though with the sensor and two of these, it's cost me about £120. So a few people would say, oh, but you're letting them win, but it's for Claire, really. It's not necessarily to stop people breaking in the caravan. It's so Claire feels better, because she's quite upset about it. And that's the biggest reason why I wanted to do these videos, because what about people that have lost their van and had their caravan stolen? They must be absolutely, you know, mortified, and, you know, it must hit them there, because I know if someone stole my caravan, they wouldn't care what it means to Claire and I, because it's our thing. It's what we do to wind down from the stresses of everyday life, of working, looking after a disabled child, and, you know, just the stresses of life. Because if your life is anything like Claire and I's, it's just one thing after another. So at the end of 4 weeks, we're away. We've gone in our caravan, we're away, and we just do that and wind down and get ourselves back together. So anyway, without further ado, let's get these door locks fitted. So as you can see here, all that comes in the box is the lock itself with the little dust cap there, 2 security keys and 3 screws. So very simple to fit this. Right, so the kit needed a drill, cordless screwdriver, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to use a 3mm drill bit. The bit can be either used as just as a screwdriver, a posi head, or use it in your cordless driver, and a pen or a pencil to mark your holes. That's the only equipment you're going to need. You may possibly want to use a tape measure to mark the centre of your door. I'm just going to roughly do it by eye, because to be perfectly honest with you, I've forgotten my tape measure. So there you go, you've got your lock. Key in, turn it so it's vertical. These then open like that, like so. And all you want to do is position this on your frame. Get your pen, and I don't know whether you can see that. You've marked your 3 holes on your door frame. So there we go, 3mm drill bit. Do that 3 times, and then you have to put your screws in. Right, so once you've drilled your holes, as you can see, there's 3 holes there, firmly against there. Line your holes up, screw. Now you can either use your cordless driver or just a posi. So what I'm going to do, I'll start them off. Now, something that I did think to myself, because you've screwed through the frame and into here, which, correct me if I'm wrong, on this caravan, a 2014 Swift, it's wooden sides, isn't it? So it's not GRP. So I'm thinking, if water gets in here, goes around the screw, it's going to rot in there. I'm well prepared this far, aren't I? I've forgotten the silicone, so what I'll have to do is come back tomorrow and I'm going to put some silicone on the screw, push some into the hole as well, and I'm going to go around all the screws with a quite thick amount of silicone. So when this presses against the frame, it's going to have a nice seal around those screws, just so no water can get in and then just eat the whole big side of my Caravan away. So if anybody knows, I'm pretty certain these are aluminium with wooden. I'm pretty certain of it, but I'm sure someone will know and they'll correct me if I'm wrong. But I think the later versions of Swift Caravans had the, is it GRP sides? Well, anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come around and put a load of silicone around these screws holes just to stop water getting in. It's probably more for my peace of mind than anything else. Just start them off and then I'll use the cordless driver. My arthritic wrists can't take that. I'm getting old, falling apart. Just change this over. I'm even struggling keeping hold of that to change the bit of the other, you know what I mean? Old age is setting in. There you go. That's one. Two. And there you go. That's the Fiamma door lock fitted. You just repeat this process with the one on the bottom if you choose to buy two, if you've got a twin door. So as you can see there, see, like I was saying, I think on the inside I'm going to put silicone all round inside there, just for my own peace of mind. Right, so here you go. Hope this camera angle's good for you to see. So we fitted the lock. All you need to do now, you've closed your door, put that down, make sure it's nice and level. You push the lock in, turn the key, take the key out, and it's got a nice little dust cap to keep all the dirt and grime out of it. And as you can see, very, very solid. It may not stop people stealing your Caravan or breaking into your Caravan, but it's going to hinder them. And anything that you can do to slow them down, get on their nerves, then it's mainly fitted, like I said earlier in the video, it's mainly to make Claire feel a lot better, to make myself feel a lot better, to be perfectly honest as well. So there you go, there's the first one fitted. You just repeat that process on your lower door if you've got two doors like us, or should I say one door that opens top and bottom. So there you go. So to stop yourself getting locked in your Caravan, turn it all the way 180 degrees, point it in that direction, put the key in, turn it, dust cap on, and as you can see, it stops people being nearly swore then, stops people being an idiot and locking you in your Caravan. And as you can see, I've fitted the bottom one, but a top tip for you, I would probably bin the screws that came with it, because even doing it by hand, I've just snapped two and had to mole grip them out again. So I'd probably put better screws in, to be perfectly honest. They just sheared and snapped. Maybe I could have drilled the hole a little bit bigger, but I wanted a nice snug fit. But like I say, even by hand, I snapped the two screws, so it's only got one in at the minute. So I'm going to have to come back tomorrow and put better screws in. As you can see, it still works, still locks, but I will be back tomorrow to silicone it and put better screws in it. It may not stop them, it's just going to hinder them, but it's going to make Claire and I feel a little bit better, especially Claire, and that's what's really important to me. Hence the reason why I did this video. So there you go, that's the second of two videos about Caravan security. I hope you've got something from either the videos or something from both videos. Don't forget, if you don't mind me mentioning again, our sponsor, if you are looking to sell your Caravan, give these guys a show first. All the links are in the description. The Caravan Buyers. They'll give you a first class service, speedy, and you know, it'll be hassle free, I promise you. So hopefully you found something useful out of this video. Don't forget, if you haven't already, please consider hitting subscribe. Just it's either side, it's somewhere there. Hit the subscribe for us, and the little bell icon next to it, if you click that, you'll be notified of all our future videos. So like I say, thank you for your support, thanks for watching, take care of yourselves, and until the next one, ta-ra.